Playing games on a Meta Quest 2 is a blast. And in today's video, I will show you the 10 best Meta Quest 2 games in 2022. So without any further ado, let's start this video. Number 1, we have ALTAIR Breaker. There is no better option than this if you want to play a cooperative sword combat game with friends online. The gameplay is fantastic. It's a lot of fun to perform aerial attacks on dazed foes in an anime style, and the game's ability to glide, along with the inventive level design, makes it one of the greatest cooperative games on the Quest 2. Next up we have Red Matter 2. Red Matter 2 continues where the original game left off, as an outstanding puzzle exploration experience with stunning graphics and a Cold War in space metaphor. Developer Vertical Robot has expanded the world's exploitability with the addition of a jetpack and platforming portions, as well as a new hacking tool and projectile weapon, which provide additional layers of challenge to completing puzzles and interacting with the environment. Next up we have Shock Troops. The Shock Troops are sent whenever an urgent crisis requires swift and decisive action across the galaxy. Shoot your way through an enormous intergalactic adventure and discover a sinister plot to wipe all humanity. Pixel art graphics and a combination of 3D settings and 2D sprites meld flawlessly with current lighting and Shock Troops, which takes inspiration from classics like Doom and Quake. Next up we have Warplanes Battles over the Pacific. The next era of aviation history begins with Warplanes Battles over the Pacific. Join the Air Force and fight against the Empire of Japan in World War II. The popular dogfighting game Warplanes WW1 Fighters returns with a sequel that raises the bar. The game's immersive visuals and user-friendly controls make for a fun time. Next up we have Cooking Simulator VR. Your kitchen is fully stocked. Griddles, cookers, gas stands, ovens, pots, pans, plates, knives, spatulas, and blenders. We made sure you can use VR hands to interact with anything. The pantry has around 140 components, including meat, seafood, fruit, vegetables, dairy, and liquids. Number 6, we have Wands Alliances. When it comes to multiplayer shooters, none compare to Wands Alliances in its dramatic magic duels and battles. Compete against other teams of 3 players using teleportation and individualized spellcasting as strategic tools to become the game's ultimate wielder. Next up we have Moss Book 2. Quill has returned, and now she's the target of a manhunt. People who want to undo this world's construction would do everything to get their hands on the glass she has. However, our young heroine has a strategy of her own that just could bring peace back to Moss and an end to the Arcane's cruel tyranny. Next up we have the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone VR will launch with 3 different tales or episodes, each essentially a mini-story, that span different genres and are handled by different writers, much like a serialized TV show. Next up we have Espire 2. New features and gameplay techniques will be added to the sandbox stealth gameplay in this sequel, and a new campaign mode tailored to cooperative play has also been included. The last game of this video is RuinsMagus. It is your mission as a member of the legendary RuinsMagus guild to complete over 25 individual tasks that all contribute to the overall tale. Fight against the defenders sent to keep people out of the ruins and the terrible mysteries that await you within. So that's the list of 10 best Meta Quest 2 games that you can play in 2022. Your support is much appreciated if you like the video and want to see more from Games Puff.